And good at cooking meat.
Really?
Yeah, better than me anyway. Good at cooking meat. Cooking meat.
Cooking meat. All right, cool. We are live. Hello. Happy Tuesday night unboxing. That is the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Skinner.
Oh, is it on me? I don't
It's
know.
on you.
Okay, it's all on me.
And then there's me. Hello. And then there's the Annie Cam. Hello. Oh, just kidding. That's Ryan. That's Ryan and Godzilla stuff. Let me see if Megan can try to fix this a little bit. But let's do some small talk. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Cody, right off the bat. Hey guys, I got bootleg Batgirl DVDs for $20.
Yeah, how about it, right? That's going to be one of those things that people are going to be like Indiana Jonesing for years, probably.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very, very weird. So you said you went somewhere this weekend. Is it top secret, or do you?
No. I just had a friend's birthday. They have a house out in Yucca Valley with a pool, so they did a big. It's like Vegas. They set a bunch of black lights. We had a big glow in the dark outdoor nighttime pool party.
You went to a rave? Aren't you a little old for raves, right?
It was all old people. That was pretty fun, but yeah, it kept me from doing any of the Midsummer Scream stuff. But I got to see a lot of pictures and people posting things. I'll try to go next year.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's on my list of things to talk about.
Did it take you a long time to get in? We'll talk about it later.
Yes, we will. All right, so other things and store things. What is the big thing?
Let's just get right into Godzilla Day. Godzilla Day is coming. It is a Saturday. It is finally here. I've been talking it up. What I haven't done yet is told you what time it's going to be. So if people messaging us and asking us what time.
I posted noon. Was I wrong?
No, noon's fine. I just I didn't really come up with an official time, but when we did the Transformers event thing, it was we said noon to 4. But then it was just kind of all day or whoever wanted to hang out, So probably, as long as it's busy, it's probably just going to be 11 till close. But it's really up to those guys and how late they want to stay. I will have a bunch of Godzilla graphic novels that I forgot to bring from storage. I was going to show them on camera. Oh, well. But you have to just trust me that I've been stockpiling some graphic novel goodies to put on extra sale. And it won't just be Godzilla stuff. I got some extra copies of the Marvel Ultraman series and Ultra Mega, one of my favorite books, and just some kind of kaiju stuff in general will be on extra sale. And Annie ordered a ton of enamel pins. And the idea that we would have a lot to sell on Godzilla Day. We've sold a lot between us getting them and now. Ditto for those bag clip things that I have over there too. But we should still have some. So yes, Godzilla Day is coming. I think we have our official roster now at this point. We're going to no bin books that day, I should say. We're going to need to hide all of the bin books in order to make room for all of our guests. So if that was a day that you were planning on coming and digging in the bins, that would not be a good day to do that. But yeah, it's going to be super cool. I'm very excited. Should I keep talking about it? Because I have more to say. Okay. So here it is. We actually got the book. Is this on camera? I can't tell.
No,
it's not. So I got to put things in front. Here we go. So this is what this is the whole reason we're doing it.
I can make it on camera. I can pull up.
No, it's or whatever you want to do. This is Godzilla Rivals Batra one shot. IDW has been doing these now for, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe. And they're all completely self-contained one shots by different creative teams. And it just so happens that this one is written by one of our wonderful customers. Shout out to Rosie Knight, who will hopefully be here on Saturday. In fact, her and her husband were both supposed to be here on Transformers Day, but unfortunately they got sick that weekend.
Hold on, we lost screen for some reason.
Uh-oh.
Probably because I moved the camera.
Don't ever move anything.
Hold on.
I can still hear my sultry voice probably. Oh no, they can. Yeah, I'm there. Okay.
Yeah, you never lost audio. It just that came out. All right, so show that again one more time, please.
Yeah, so this is the book. This comes out tomorrow. We will have lots of copies on the shelf for sale. And whatever we have left over, obviously, we hope to sell on Saturday at the actual event. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I just opened up on some good stuff here. So this is drawn by Oliver Ono. I think he's a relative newcomer to comics, but he's got great kaiju drawing skills and great robot drawing skills. Um, and he is also going to be joining us on Saturday. So, like I said, I haven't had a chance to read this yet. I'm hoping to tear into it tonight. I had something I had to do last night that was a lot of fun that I wanted to go, and I went. We also have the lots of copies of the alternate cover. This is the B cover by Mark Martinez. I did this again last time. So Martinez. I don't want to say this right. Really? They did not put his name on the inside cover. Anywho, he's going to be here as well. Mark L. Dude on Instagram. You're going to want to check him out. He will be here as well, I think, doing some sketches. Speaking of sketches, we're also going to have Mr. Dave Castro of American Retro Graphics fame. And he will be here with some sketch stuff as well. But it was his really wonderful idea to do these sketch cards, which some of you folks have been seeing me post about on social media. So what this is it's basically kind of a business card size, a little bit bigger, actually, a little bit wider. And there are only 100. So this is a limited commemorative card that says Godzilla Day, August 6, 2022, exclusive sketch card limited to 100 with the featured artist on the back. And of course, it's got Godzilla towering over Pulp Fiction Long Beach. Shout out to Irwin for doing that cute little animatic for social media. We kind of stole that for this. And so the idea is that, so here in the front, you have the cityscape with the Godzilla kanji here at the top. And what we're really trying to do, what I've been really trying to do is get people to be a little bit more open to buying original artwork from some of our awesome local artists. So we thought this was kind of a low impact way, low barrier for entry way to do that. So the card itself is $5, and then we have a few folks that have agreed to do sketches for $10. So they actually opened up a commission list and said they had 10 spots available. So Irwin was the first one to do it, Irwin Papa, and his spots are filled up already. So that doesn't mean that he's not going to do any sketches here, but you kind of have to come. You have to just come to the event now to see if you can still get one. And then we also had Brenda Chi, a wonderful artist who also opened up her commission spots. I'm not sure. She probably still has some spots available. She hasn't told me that she's full yet. Yes? What? If you're going to say something, say something. Oh, yeah. Whatever. It's Japanese characters. Isn't that, don't they call kanji? No, kanji. All right. I don't want a history lesson. I don't care. So and
cultural sensitivity.
Also, June Alvarado, June the Goon Alvarado has an open commission list. But I think the other folks that are coming here are also going to be open to doing commissions. So this is a nice, easy way to get some really cool original artwork from some of our local artists. Again, there's only 100 of these. We've actually have been selling some. So it's pretty cool. We'll see how that goes. I also am hoping to get one from each artist. So just to give you an idea of what I've asked for so far. Just to give you an idea of what it's like to ask for a commission, I suppose. So for Irwin, I asked for, well, we'll see. I had a couple of different ideas. I was kind of like, maybe like a Gigan that's trying to open like a bag of chips or something and can't do it. Or Gigan doesn't have hands. He has just giant hooks for hands. And then, or maybe, well, we'll see how it goes with that. June, I knew exactly what I wanted from him because he's a very hip hop kind of style artist. So I said, can you do me like a B-boy Mecha Godzilla that's also like part boombox? And he said he was on it. He could do something with that. And then Brenda has a really cute, playful style. You should really check out her Godzilla prints that she's probably going to bring with her. And so I asked her to do King Caesar, which is a character that only showed up in one movie, but he kind of looks like a giant dragon dog. Nice. And so I said, can you do me a King Caesar that's like playing fetch, but he's got like, instead of a stick, he has like a giant radio tower sticking out of his mouth. So just to give you an idea, that's kind of way that works. You know, you're commissioning artwork from somebody, and then when I get the stuff back, it's going to be neat. I'm going to be the only one in the world that has that drawing, you know.
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1. Yeah.
We have Richard James on the stream saying, I need new Alpha Rookie. He wants a Puppet Master marathon commentated by.
What are you doing to me, Puppet Master? That's what you want to do to me? Yeah, one day, guys. You're bugging the wrong hombre. The person that you need to be bugging is Mr. Kyle Roberts. That's the person that you need to be bugging. He's working on it, I know. Also, check out this beautiful 1:10 ratio cover. This is for the Godzilla book, the Godzilla Rivals. This is Trad Moore, one of the most awesome working modern artists. You know him from Silver Surfer Black. He just got announced for Doctor Strange series. Everybody's very excited about. Very cool to have these. I have about 6 of them, and they're $9.99. A couple have been spoken for already. And this would be another really cool thing to get signed by the Godzilla creative team. Also about this, I just want to say congrats to the editor, Jasmine, because they were the one that reached out to Trad Moore and got him involved. That's really cool. So, yeah, 12 o'clock, Godzilla Day. We had a couple of people already say, I won't be able to make it. Are you going to do it every year? And I'm like, I haven't thought that far, but yeah, I guess if people show up, then we're definitely going to do it again.
My one of my nephews is really getting into Godzilla Day, or Godzilla. So they were like, "Oh, we should bring him to Godzilla Day." I'm like, "Well, this is more like artists and the comic book stuff, but like that's cool that there's already interest from the youth." Right?
Yeah, kids are really getting into it. Anecdotally, I feel like because I have a bunch of Godzilla toys behind the counter, and kids are always like, "You're like," I'm like, "How do you even know?" But it's like they're watching these new movies that have been coming out, and I don't know, maybe exposed to the Japanese ones. I don't know. So that's it, Godzilla Day. Don't miss it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I tried again to get toys, but again, I can't buy them because if you guys don't buy them, then I'm going to be stuck with them. So I try to find somebody that would be willing to come here and do vending. So shout out to Toy Depot. He has a pop-up weekend store, and they recently, for some reason or another, got completely flooded. I think all of his merchandise is toast. I felt really bad. As soon as he is up and running again in some capacity, do what you can to support, because that's terrible. But I offered him, I was like, "Hey man, if your storefront's gone for the weekend, do you want to come and sell some toys on Godzilla Day?" And he's like, "I don't have anything to sell. It all got soaked." So that really is terrible. And then along those same lines, sympathies, reaching out to Metropolis Comics got broken into last week. That really sucks. Some of you know that we got broken into a couple times actually, like two and a half years ago, a year and a half ago. And that's never fun.
Installed the lasers and the sharks.
Before the lasers and the sharks, they have lasers attached to their heads. So shout out to them too. Support any which way you can over there too. I'm not sure what they made off with, but it sounds like whatever it was not fun. So enough of all the moroseness. Godzilla Day is coming, and that's all I have to say about it. Otherwise, I'll just keep going all night.
Cody's Lion says someone needs to rig the Pulp Fiction door to make the Godzilla roar every time it opens.
I can maybe that.
What is the roar, Ryan?
It's very hard to replicate, but if you're going to draw it out, most comic books like to say it's Skreeonk, Skreeoonk.
See, that's not what I hear at all, but I like that.
I can't replicate the Godzilla noise; it's too hard. Yeah, it's a little Chewbacca. I don't know.
Chewbacca.
It's tough. He's got kind of a thing at the end. I don't know. It's tough.
Megan says, I can do that. I'll make a video. Well, of what? The Godzilla noise or the Godzilla noise in the door? What are you talking about, baby? Real quick, before we move on to some of my stuff, you did a podcast last time I saw you.
Oh yeah, did he post that yet? I don't have no idea. I have to talk to him. That was a lot of fun. So go check out Cameron Reed's Comics. He's a longtime customer of ours. Super positive guy. A big comic book cheerleader and Pulp Fiction cheerleader. So I did a podcast with him. We did 2. I did one that was just kind of reactions to the news coming out of San Diego. And we did another one talking about Doomsday Clock, because I promised him, I said I read it, and he thought that would make good content. So I did an episode with him on that as well, and I had a lot of fun, and we'll definitely do another one. So go find that by finding Cameron Reed's Comics. I'm sure he's on all the different RSS feeds for podcasting things. And I don't know if he's posted the episode or not yet. I have to ask him.
Once he does, we will repost.
Yeah.
She says the doorbell will ring, Ryan will open it, and then Godzilla will roar, and we'll put a big fan on Ryan's face and make his hat fall off like Godzilla is roaring right at his face for Hellboy comics.
It's not bad.
There we go. I like that. Good story, White. Good story, White. Okay. How are we doing on time? Should I save some of my stuff for the end, or you want to go?
Why don't we save it for the end, just so we can decide at the end if we want to. Because it's actually kind of it's at least a very big DC week.
Ryan, just for picture notice, when you hold up the books, maybe to the left side of your face. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, got it. Alrighty, let's get into it. DC Comics,
DC,
which is like just seemingly releasing all of their big books all in the same week. So we have Aquaman Andromeda #2. We sold out of #1, and I can't get any more, I don't think. But it was a great book. This is another thing. Sucks with Black Label. It's like I can't they don't do second printings or anything usually. So usually once I'm out of the first one, I can't get any more. But if you checked out the first issue and you really liked it, don't forget to snag this up. Beautiful artwork by Christian Ward, written by Ram V. He's so hot right now.
Can we see what that looks like inside?
Yeah, let's see if I can find something pretty to show you. This is just people talking. It's still pretty, but not very exciting. How about there we go. That's pretty good.
And that Aquaman is drawn a little Momoa-y, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of Momoa going on in there. If you look really close, you see Batfleck in the background. Right? Yeah, very colorful, very science fiction, because this is kind of all about maybe a UFO that has crash landed in the ocean. We also have DC versus Vampires. We're up to issue 8. Got a 1 in very horrible Wonder Woman. Yeesh.
She's never looked better.
$9.99 for that bad boy. That's a 1 in 25. Do y'all read Batman 125? Did you or not? We got plenty of copies still. This is it. This is the new big creative team: Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez. This is issue 126. So effectively, this is issue 2 for this new run. Plenty of copies of this. Lots of opportunities for people to catch up. Yes.
Inject something.
Yes.
This is supposedly the first appearance of Penguin's children.
Yeah, I saw that. I guess that kind of makes sense that he would have some Rugrats out there somewhere, and we're also going to get to see Failsafe and all of his glory.
Wow.
AKA the Terminator Batman. It looks like. I'm not sure. Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff here. Ooh, that's a surprise. I won't spoil it. That's the last page. That's one of my favorite Batman things on the last page of that one. So we'll see how it goes. This one I only got a couple left for the wall. I gave you guys all opportunity to do it. I did order a bunch of extra copies, but we have been giving them to the people who have been requesting them until the last minute. I think I have like 2 left. This is that cool Failsafe cover homaging Todd McFarlane, right?
Yeah.
Venom standing victorious over Spider-Man. Am I doing this in the right spot? Like right here? Okay.
I gotta make sure that I got one.
Okay, we have some ratios. We have a 125 by In-Hyuk Lee that I'm selling for only $10.
Good deal.
Beautiful book there.
Shout outs to Korea.
Oh yeah. And this was the really popular one for 125 with the 1 in 50 jock ratio with the gold foil. Beautiful book. Not sure if these are spoken for or not, but $29.99 for a 1 in 50. That is not bad.
What a deal.
And then I got a 1 in 100 for only $49.99 by Ryan Sook. Wow, really cool Catwoman cover.
So she's like suspending herself, looking in.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. She's like hanging from her toes, basically, from the window ledge above. And I like this, kind of seems like a little bit of a reference to The Killing. I don't know if you've seen that old noir Stanley Kubrick movie where they all wear clown masks. I guess Dark Knight also, but it's like The Killing came first, right? Batman. I hope you're all not sick of Batman yet, because we got Batman White Knight Presents Red Hood coming out of the White Knight universe by Sean Murphy.
Can you hold it to your left?
Sorry.
Can I interject?
Yes, sir.
That's the first full appearance of that new Robin.
Whoa, that new Robin. Who this new Robin on the 1 in 25 ratio variant for only $14.99 by Simone DeMeo. Yep, very cool. Lots of copies of this. This is only a 2-issue miniseries, I believe. I love this Olivier Coipel cover. This is great.
Wow.
I think this guy can just do no wrong. I think he's a really fantastic artist. That is Olivier Coipel. Yeah. Very cool. So I didn't read anything, by the way. I should mention again. I went to. I was at the New Bev last night.
Yeah, no cat pictures, but I got a double marquee picture.
Yeah, I got a double
what
marquee.
movies were those?
So we saw a Dan O'Bannon double features. They showed two movies that I saw when I was very young and getting into movies when I was like 17 or 18. I did not appreciate at all whatsoever. Had no interest in revisiting them. This time, loved them, of course, because that's the person I've become. But Dark Star, which is John Carpenter's first film. It was like a student film that kind of turned into a feature-length film. Dan O'Bannon stars in it. He does all the special effects on it. It's a kind of a, we'll say a counterculture, hippie sci-fi comedy, black comedy. And then Life Force by Tobe Hooper out of 1985. Nice. It is one of the most gonzo, coked out 80s movies. It is the horniest movie I've seen in a long. Wow, the movie's horny. I think it's great. I loved it. I have to go home and see if I already own it on Blu-ray, and then if not, I need to fix that. So anyway, that's why I haven't read anything yet. I'll try to read some books tonight. We also got
another before we move on. You got another Alpha Rookie fan here, Joey. Says manifesting new Alpha Rookie content. Wow, the people are speaking, Ryan. And then Luis Molina says, "Hi guys, hi Luis.
Hi. Dark Crisis number 3. The big summer event continues. Still just Dark Crisis, not Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. Sorry.
So that's Hal Jordan doing constructs of his fallen teammates.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Afterwards, they're going to go get a burger and fries and talk to him and. Yeah. So I'm not caught up. I still have to read issue 2. We sold out of issue 2 and we got more. So again, I have not only do I have Dark Crisis 1, 2, and 3 out this week. If you want to get caught up, I still have just a couple of copies left of Justice League 75, which is the actual death of the Justice League issue. If you'd like to see that, more new characters. We got the Red Canary. First cover appearance. I only have a few of these left. I'm limiting it 1 per customer. I think I have like 2 left. So again, get on that poll box, folks. Those of you that are watching the show and go, oh, cool. I mean, nobody likes homework, but you do a little bit of homework, you can secure those comics.
I actually love that costume design.
It's really great. They bring the fishnets back. My favorite thing was just basically just putting sneakers on superheroes. I'm such an easy mark for it. And I like her jacket. Yeah, she's got a cool look. Red Canary. Okay, we have a couple of ratios for Dark Crisis. We got a 1 in 25 with Big Scary Dark Side and what else? Lobo. Brainiac looks like in Doomsday. Something going on with Wonder Woman and her lasso. I'm not sure. That's only $9.99. I also have a 1 in 50 ratio variant with our younger generation or a new generation of Justice Leaguers, apparently. Including Frankenstein. That's really cool. I hope he stays on the team. 1 in 50 ratio variant, only $17.99. Only $17.99 for a 1.
How much was that other one?
This one's $9.99.
That's a really nice.
Derek, every time I show the DC ratio variants, Derek's doing all the cost benefit analysis and said, I don't know, maybe I want that one. Is that the right price?
How much Superman is on this cover?
How about this one though? So that's the main cover by Daniel Samperi. This is a 1 in 100 ratio variant with no trade dress and a foil. Ooh, only $29.99 for a 1 in 100 ratio variant.
And whom are they going after there, brother?
I know his name. His name is Search the P. Pariah. Yeah, who popped up in Superman Space Age. Y'all read it? I have 1 copy left. I'm so happy that book sold. Probably my favorite book from last week.
Can you get more?
I don't know yet.
There's a Dark Crisis or Flashpoint Beyond, one of those that's got a variant cover done by what's his name, Allred. And it looks like it's Superman Space Age.
Yeah, probably.
Which is fitting because there's crisis stuff that happens in that book, right?
Crises, yes. Well, it's connected to it, kind of. Sort of.
Yes.
But it is an alternate whatever. I don't know.
CJ agrees. Superman Space Age was excellent.
Also, one of the other kind of big summer events has been Flashpoint Beyond, which I still have not. Well, the whole point of me reading Doomsday Clock was so I could pick this up and read it, but I haven't gotten back to it yet. But still going strong. We're up to issue 4. This is going to stop at issue 6.
Do you have the previous issues?
I have to. I think I have some more on order right now. I think I only have 0, 1, and 2. I believe I'm missing issue 3. So I have to see about what I can restock.
And then are you going to be able to get more Space Age as well?
I don't know yet. I don't know. If I will, if I can. There's a 1 in 25 here by Jim Chung. Not sure why these covers. You have to read the book, I guess, to find out why these characters are featured here. But we have I guess these are actually guys were pretty heavily featured in the original Flashpoint series.
Yeah. Who's that? Grifter.
So we had Grifter. I know Demon. I know Etrigan was hanging out. These other characters, I'm actually not sure who they are. But that's real cheap. 1 in 25 for only $7.99. It's got a really cool Wendy sketch, Wendy headshot of.
We should start turning those into NFTs.
I know, right? There was a cool Harley Quinn alternate cover by Ryan Sook that was sort of a homage, right, to some of the earlier Batman covers. So whenever they do that, people order more copies, and so then I can sometimes qualify for ratios that I don't typically qualify for. Here's a good example of that. So this is Harley Quinn, 1 in 25 by I forgot the first name, Besh, though. Really cool artist. Really cool. Rose Besh. For just $14.99. Really cool. We don't typically get to see the Harley ratios in here because we don't have enough people reading Harley. Okay, we're up to issue 3 now of the current Poison Ivy series. And so we have another beautiful 1 in 25 ratio variant. Really good one here for any of the gardeners in your life. Tending her garden. That's awesome. Has some skeletons in the background. This book looks super fun. What a great way to get warmed up for all the Shazam stuff coming down the road. We have a new champion of Shazam, seemingly starring Mary Marvel. This is I'm not familiar with the writer. I don't think Campbell's, unless it's Jamal Campbell. They make it so hard to find the it really drives me crazy. It's like it's not okay.
It drives me crazy.
It should just be on the first page. Here we go. Joe C. Campbell. I'm not familiar with this writer, but who I am familiar with is Evan Doc Shaner. Great artist. Hot off of Strange Adventures with Tom King. This book looks really wonderful on the inside. Let's find some cool.
You look wonderful.
Oh, listen, Derek, stop it. Flattery will get you everywhere.
I mean, when we cut you open, look at you.
Even better. Full of stars. Maybe I'm out of it, but I ordered some of these because I think this is one of the most gorgeous Josh Middleton covers that he's ever done. Josh Middleton was so hot a few years ago, and he seems to be kind of getting back into the cover game after a while. But that's beautiful, beautiful illustration.
Some drunk uncle is on the stream. Says, "Hi, hey y'all, Erwin Papa."
Oh, hey Erwin, we were just talking about you.
Did you like that Shazam movie? I loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
The gal who played so there's 2 actors for each character, right? There was the kid and then the superhero.
Except for Mary Marvel. She just plays herself, right?
Well, no, in the first movie there was 2.
Oh, really?
But now you're exactly right. So now since she's the eldest of the kids, she's playing both her superhero self and her child self. So the gal who played the superhero version of hers lost her job.
Bummer.
Kind of sad, huh? Bummer, man.
It's almost like that's what Nope is about. How Hollywood chews you up and spits you out. Go see Nope. It was so good. We have a 1 in 25 ratio variant for that by Gary Frank. Very cute.
Oh, so cool. Is that Darla?
Looks like it. Yeah. Just $9.99 for that one. And you get a Captain Marvel lightning bolt on the front via Wendy. And for whatever reason, we got some Azrael stuff. A lot of Azrael stuff lately.
There's 2 Azrael series.
So you might be a little confused. I'm confused too, but that's fine. This is what they want to do. That's what they want to do. So we have a Sword of Azrael issue 1. This is the first in a mini series. This is a 6-issue mini series. Okay. Written by Dan Waters and drawn by somebody that I can't pronounce that. I'm not familiar. And then also a Sword of Azrael one-shot. So there are 2 different comic books This one's a one shot. This one's the first issue of a 6-issue miniseries. They're both written by the same. Actually, they both have the same creative team, so no idea what's going on there. Maybe, possibly, maybe these were like little individualized digital chapters that they put together in a book or something like that. I'm not really sure. But this is a one shot, and the other one is the first issue in a miniseries. I don't got any Azrael love because I didn't check out. I didn't have any '90s Azrael Batman comics when I was a kid, so he's kind of a blind spot for me. He's got a cool costume.
He was Batman after being broken.
Right, and he was like a jerk because he
had claws.
He shot batarangs out of his.
He had gauntlets that shot the batarangs.
Yeah,
and then Batman had to heal and come and fight him.
Yeah, I remember that. But I didn't. But it's not till later he becomes Azrael, or was he Azrael before?
He was Azrael.
He was Azrael before. Okay, I see. A couple of cool graphic novels. I know, Derek, you were a fan. We got Superman versus Lobo. Black Label series is exactly what it sounds like. The main man going after the
Man of Steel.
The Man of Steel. Thank you. It's a lot of fun. Co-written by Tim Seeley and Sarah Beatty, who used to work for SNL. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they couldn't believe that DC was letting them do what they were doing.
Yeah, I couldn't either. It was very blue in its humor, we'll say. Check this. This is really cool. This is a Batman Earth 1 complete collection. Ooh. So this is all of the Batman Earth 1 series by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, all together in one big chunky volume. $39.99, and then we do 30% off of that. So
and correct me if I'm wrong, that's kind of cool because the Earth 1 books normally come in just the hardcover, right?
Yeah, and then they will do a paperback for them, but I gotta say, like, the form DC needs to kind of change up what they're doing with their formats, because right now they're still releasing a premiere hardcover that's shrink wrap that people aren't really buying, and then they take kind of a while to get to a paperback. I say you get your cheap small paperback out there as soon as humanly possible. Then later on down the line, you can do a fancy hardcover, and then you also put it all together in one big chunky trade paperback. I like that. Okay, we're going to move on to the rest of the week. Fairly big indie week. Lots of new series that I, again, did not get a chance to read. We have the last issue of James Tynion's The Closet series. It was just only a 3-issue miniseries. I have plenty of copies of 1 and 2. If you want to read it all and read it all in an evening, really. I still want to finish it. I haven't read issues 2 yet, and I haven't read issue 3. Yeah. But the first issue is fantastic. So if you're looking for a good, a short little horror miniseries, don't miss it. This is a 1:25 ratio variant by Martin Simmons. That looks very creepy and wonderful. We also have a new book spinning out of the Radiant Black universe, which seems to be growing more popular. This one is called The Dead Lucky. Very cool costume.
First full appearance of that one too.
So we got a few of these, definitely. And we have some ratios to go along with it. I have a 1 in 10 by somebody, Carlini. I think they do some work for the Power Rangers books. Very cool. Only $5.99 for that one. And Tom Whalen, I know because he does poster stuff for Mondo sometimes. So that's Tom Whalen. I think it's Tom Whalen. $14.99 for the 1 in 25 ratio variant. Yeah. Okay. We have more Mignola stuff. They're just pumping it out. It's crazy. I certainly don't have time to read all these, but some of y'all do. We have Frankenstein New World. This is another short miniseries. I think maybe just 4 issues. Focusing on Mike Mignola's version of the Frankenstein monster. That's the Mike Mignola cover. There's the main cover. Okay. And we got a new indie book this week from Image. Looks like a lot of fun, called Golden Rage, which looks like some kind of violent version of the Golden Girls, I suppose. Yeah, not sure what's going on with this one, but it sounds like fun. Literally on the back, there's a quote from Dorothy from the Golden Girls, and it just says, "No, I will not have a nice day." So, yeah, I don't know. Some kind of crime action caper. I will let you know when I get through it. Maybe tonight.
What a great pitch.
Yeah, looks like fun. Golden Rage. Golden Rage. Not sure why we got treated to this, but I'm not going to be sad about it. Randomly got a ratio variant for Philadelphia, number 24. Beautiful Kelly Jones, black and white sketch cover. This will definitely go home with me if nobody wants to pick it up. It's $9.99. Love Kelly Jones. Love me some Kelly Jones. We just got a ton of 90s Batman Kelly Jones covers traded in. That'll be ready for the dollar bin very soon. Very soon. Okay, from Dark Horse also this week, we have a post-apocalyptic Sesame Street book called Survival Street.
What a great idea.
Looks like a lot of fun. We had a lot of people jump on this B cover. I only got one left for the shelf now, but I started with 10. Again, I have not read it yet. We'll check it out and see what it's all about tonight, hopefully. Twig is getting, I think we're almost done, actually. This is the last issue, the second to last issue. So I think it's only 4 or 5 issues, but this is Twig number 4. And price and the ratio is real cheap at this point now. I got a 1 in 10 here. The main cover with no trade dress for just $4.99.
I'm surprised we haven't got news on that getting like optioned yet.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened already. And then we got a 1 in 25, which is the Peach Momoko artwork with no trade dress. Very creepy. And we all know I like creepy. This is one I'm kind of very intrigued by. I don't know what's going on here. It's a wine comic. It's a horror comic. It's both. I'm not sure. It's called The Vineyard. And I'll let you know. The artwork looks pretty good though. Pretty excited. Whoever this person is, they like to draw trees and branches and plants, and it looks like this is playing around with Bacchae stuff. If any of you are familiar with like Greek tragedy stuff with Dionysus, and he was the god of wine and had these ladies that would tear people apart. That's The Vineyard. That looks pretty cool. That's from Aftershock. We have a 1 in 15 ratio variant by Francesco Francavilla, which I still don't ever know if that's offensive when I talk. I like that. But I keep doing it anyway because it's a fun.
Festive, I say. Festive.
Pretty cool. Again, that's another one that I'll probably take home with me if nobody wants to buy it. Just $5.99. All right, that's it for indie books this week. A couple of graphic novels I want to show y'all. One of my favorite series from last year wrapped up. It's called The Rush. Not a whole lot of horror westerns going on, but if that's your thing, do not miss this. Fantastic creative team, very unique, very good at actually making it feel like the time period, which is the gold rush in the Yukon in like 1899. So really enjoyed this. I didn't get a chance to finish it as it was coming out, but I'm hoping to make some time to sit down and read it all from beginning to end. That's from Vault Comics. Very cool. And Ice Cream Man. I know some of y'all are fans. We finally got a big fancy hardcover edition for looks like if it's $44.99, I'm assuming it probably has the first 3 trades, paperbacks worth of material in here. I got a few of these. This is called the Sunday edition.
Get it?
Sunday edition with sprinkles. I haven't read Ice Cream Man yet. Maybe I'll take one of those home. Okay, let's mosey on over to Marvel.
Marvel.
Actually, kind of a couple of big books from Marvel this week. We have Peach Momoko continuing the Momoko verse, which is sort of a Japanese folklore mythology, samurais and Ronins and ninja version of Marvel Universe. This one's called Demon Wars Iron Samurai. Now, here's the important thing about this one. They learned their lesson, I hope. And this is not a series of one-shots like the last thing, which I know is very frustrating for folks because you couldn't just subscribe to it. This one is, in fact, just a mini-series. So if this is something you're interested in, you can go on Pullbox and you can subscribe to Demon Wars Iron Samurai and not have to worry about not getting the whole series. It also looks like this is doing kind of a riff on Civil War, which is kind of exciting. I think this looks really fun. A million covers for this. I did not go. I got like one of each for the shelf. For those who want to check it out, Peach Momoko did another alternate cover for it. I got a couple of those. This is the one I don't think I have any shelf. I have one shelf copy. Surprised more people didn't get this. This is a Berto Ramos Civil War homage cover, which I thought was really cool. We got Matteo Scalera. Beautiful. Definitely one of our best working artists. I think this is Alex Maleev.
Wow, that's really cool.
This is Matty Bergara, is the guy who did recently the Step by Bloody Step. And I don't know who this is, but that one's pretty cool too.
Who are you?
Who are you? And a couple of ratios as well. We have a 1 in 25, very cool cover here. A lot of stuff going on, and then a 1 in 50 for Terry Dotson.
Dotson.
Just
We got Dotson here.
Got Dotson here. Everybody cares. 19.99 on that one. Very nice, very nice. And the other big book this week, probably the bigger book because the stuff is so hot right now. We got Edge of Spider-Verse, #1. Going back again for more Spider-Verse shenanigans.
Can we see that again? It's
Yeah,
it was a little curved. There we go. Clear shot. And that's the first full appearance of Spider-Rex.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah.
You mean that guy? Yeah, Spider-Rex. Sure. We need a Spider-Rex and Devil Dinosaur team up now.
Yes.
Goodbye, Annie. Have a good
Bye,
evening.
Annie.
This one says inside we got Spider-Man Noir, Aranya, Super Spider Laird, I don't know, and Spider-Rex. So check it out. That is So of course, Lionel Francis Yu, so ridiculous. Yeah, big old Spider-Rex. I have a few of those for the shelf. And then we got a couple of ratios. We have a 1 in 10 design cover by Umberto Ramos of Aranya. This is not her first appearance. Her first appearance is an Amazing Fantasy something.
Is Aranya, is that
this
spider
is Spanish for spider.
Yeah.
Very cool. A lot of rumblings that she'll pop up in something. And then we got another Umberto Ramos 1 in 25, kind of more of an action scene. Very cool. Lots of requests for the Spider-Verse variants. I have to sit down and see how many requests, who requested first, and so on and so forth. But if you want to throw your hat in the ring, you're going to want to email us at pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com. You can go to our website at pulpfictionbooksandcomics.com to see the variants and see what they're priced at. Send me an email. Let me know that you're interested, and I'll get back to you and let you know if it's possible for me to get it for you.
Point below your right nipple. No, not at yourself on the screen. That's the email right there, buddy. You're pointing at the email. Your email address. It's superimposed on the screen.
Then why are you laughing at me for pointing right underneath my right nipple, which is exactly what you told me to do?
You go like this.
Oh, like this, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just pointing down at my right nipple.
But that's why I said below it.
Last thing, couple things actually. We got some toys, some fun stuff. Got a Funko Pop. I thought this would have been. I guess I got it for the shelf. We have a Doctor Strange Funko Pop from the Multiverse of Madness. That's something you want to grab. He's sitting cross-legged. He's doing his thing.
Nice.
This is pretty cool. So these come in 2 packs. We had one customer order one. I decided to get one for the shelf. We have Dark Knight's Metal Joker Dragon, which is so big that it comes in 2 pieces. The tail, actually, you connect it, and then it ends up like coming out to like here or something. Very cool. I'm not sure what the price is on this, but the last like big McFarlane Toys thing I got, the Man Bat and the Killer Croc were I think $40. So it's probably around that range. We did sell our Man Bats, but we still have one Killer Croc left if anybody's interested. The big scary McFarlane Toys boys. I already showed that. Oh, this is kind of neat. So some of you are familiar with Mondo. I've certainly brought it up. I think I brought it up already today. They are a really cool, I don't know what you call it. They do limited posters, prints, t-shirts, and they've gotten into toys in like a huge way in the last few years. They're based out of Austin, Texas, and they were small. We'll say they were small. Do limited runs of things, but they're gotten a lot bigger, and they've gotten so big enough that they got bought by Funko Pop. So Funko Pop is kind of like,
When did that happen?
a couple months ago. So you can expect that their stuff is at least going to become more available. So as an example of that, they also do puzzles. They take some of their more famous posters, limited poster artwork that they do, and then turn them into puzzles. Puzzles are pretty popular in here, so I decided to give that a shot in here. This one, they must already be working because somebody was walking around in the store today and saw this and they claimed it. So this one's already for someone. I'll see if I can get another one. But this is a really neat. It's an alien puzzle based on artwork. An alien poster by 100% Soft is his like art name, and he does all these kind of neat like cutout diorama style cute things like showing all the scenes play out from the movie. So there's that one. That one's already spoken for. I also got a Planet of the Apes one because like, how could I not?
Wow, it's like a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm looking at the back here. Yeah, it's very cool. I love that they're including the artist names on here because that's kind of the whole point. This is from Laurent Duro. It's French. I'm not sure how to say it.
Now that didn't happen in the movie, did it?
No,
You know, the
no,
Statue of
no,
Liberty.
no. They never had a Mount Rushmore.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah, it's neat though, and I love. It's my favorite parts of the movie is watching the astronauts just kind of walk around and explore what they think is an alien planet at the beginning of the movie. And I know some of y'all are gonna really be excited for this. We got Big Trouble in Little China, artwork by Justin Erickson.
So cool,
very cool. I love Mondo Scope. They got this thing down here, it makes it look like a Shaw scope thing. So very neat. Lots of fun goodies this week. I think that's it. I am out of things to talk about, and it is only 7:25. So you can spend
some time.
You can spend a few minutes.
Time. It's me. Look, it's me. Look, I got this hat that says "I love indie horror." Ryan, I just was going through my DC books and some things I wanted to show off. Who's that artist right there?
Is it Clayman?
Could it be?
You're asking me, or you're quizzing me?
I don't know.
It looks like Clayman. I'm not sure.
Clayman with the Justice Society. This is Dark Crisis. That's a dope cover, right?
Yeah, looks great.
Super, super cool. And then this is the one I talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, that's totally yes, 100%. That looks cool to you. You got to check out Superman Space Age.
Yeah, it feels like it's straight out of the pages of Space Age. And then you mentioned this.
Yeah. I had a couple for the shelf, but I think we sold them already. Yeah, they're gone.
And then there was this.
Oh yeah. Didn't go as crazy on her.
Right?
Didn't think people were quite as excited about her, but we'll see. I have a few of those for the shelf.
Yeah. So interesting. Little bit of inside baseball at Comic-Con. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, remember, came out in
full regalia
as Black Adam, and then during a Q&A about who would win between between Black Adam and Superman, he said whoever would be playing Superman. And remember, there was a big thing of like, oh, Henry Cavill is going to show up to Hall H to announce more Man of Steel movies. So the crowd did thunderous boos at that line about whoever would play.
Yeah.
So during a post-panel interview, he played that back, and he was like, "Hey, Henry's a really good buddy of mine. The Rock's ex-wife is Henry Cavill's talent manager and stuff. So it would be really cool to see, obviously, Henry Cavill Superman versus Black Adam Rock. But The Rock does the voice of Crypto, right? In this DC Superhero Pets. Whatever. DC League of Super Pets movie. And so The Rock tweeted about, hey, it's really exciting about my production company teaming with our partners at DC Warner Brothers for this Super Pets movie and also for the Black Adam DC universe.
Oh, cute.
So
that's cute, Dwayne. That's cute.
Yeah. So everyone exploded on Twitter. People the Black Adam DC universe.
Yeah.
I do appreciate what he's doing, though, thus tying into this comic, is that in the great Jeff Johns JSA run, we did have Black Adam versus JSA. So I like that they're introducing JSA characters in the Black Adam comics, but it is kind of a thing to say to the Black Adam DC universe. And then I know you showed some of these on camera, so forgive me. Oh, this is just, I think Wendy's gonna love this.
Oh yeah,
trap.
Yeah. Summer swimsuit specials.
Batman goes to the beach, but he doesn't take his cowl off. What are you doing, Batman? Even Catwoman took her cowl off. I'm not sure which ones you showed, or if you're just showing the variants, but every single Poison Ivy cover is just absolute fire.
That's more great Josh Middleton there, I think.
Did you show this one?
No.
That's one. This one's my favorite.
I got to make decisions about how much money to spend for the shelf, so that's great. Yeah.
So my whole point is you should be in Pull Box Kids, because these are works of art.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So
yeah, those are all really good.
Huge high praise to those things. Okay, so to my nonsense, I'll try to speed through this stuff. We didn't talk about it last week, Ryan. David Warner passed away, and Paul Sorvino passed away.
I know about Paul Sorvino,
and then also Nichelle Nichols passed away this week. Now, David Warner, of course, you love him from horror films, right? He did a bunch of The Omen.
Oh,
He was the voice of Ra's al Ghul.
oh, that's right. You were telling me about this. He directed? No, isn't The Omen a
No.
Richard Donner?
Oh, he's an actor. David Warner.
Oh, he's the guy that played. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Because he was like America's dad, so it was like super weird for him to be
Yeah.
in The Omen. Okay, got it.
And he just did a ton of stuff. He had
Yeah.
a ton of credits. So
I didn't know he was the voice of Rachel Gould. That's really cool.
Yeah, he did a bunch of voices, and then he was in like 3 or 4 different Star Treks. He was like in the Undiscovered Country as like Chancellor Gorkon. He was a Cardassian, and
He was a
also-
Kardashian.
Yeah, keeping up with the Kardashians. So rest in peace to him, but especially big rest in peace to our Uhura, Michelle Nichols. WB reportedly shelves $90 million Batgirl by Miss Marvel directors due to poor test results. Any thoughts on that, Ryan?
I'm not even going to get involved.
Comments earlier. Cody Lyon says they have to sacrifice someone to the grape harvest. I think that was about the wine comic. Rick Rock says, any Silver Age keys left in the case?
Well, there's one that somebody's been sitting on for a while that I'm going to give them one more opportunity and then I'll open it up. But other than that, no, man, they don't last. If you see them, claim them. Buy them.
Stephen Howard says Pat Carroll passed away. Also, the voice of Ursula in The Little Mermaid. That's
I heard about that too.
Thank you for that, Stephen. Another little cool tidbit. Ben Affleck returns in Aquaman 2. Ryan, thoughts on that?
Want to see them bro out together. That sounds great.
They're just broing it. That was off an Instagram post where I guess they weren't supposed to be seen. Who knows? It's probably planned.
I like Jason Momoa and I like Ben Affleck. And if they want to be in superhero movies together, that's fine by me.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that, I don't know, the internet was saying that Michael Keaton was going to be in Aquaman 2, but that got scrapped, and now it's Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck is now in both Flash and Aquaman 2.
I've said it before, and I've said it again, and I don't want it to turn into a deadline podcast, whatever. The problem with Warner Brothers is I think that they're just too big, and it's very hard for them to do what everybody wants them to do, which I don't even know if it's really what they should be doing, to be honest. I think that everything being all connected is actually a little overrated. But it's a lot tougher when you're a huge studio and you have lots of different factions that have like things that, one person was in the Michael Keaton camp and is pushing to have everything to be a Michael Keaton thing. And another person is pushing for the Snyder stuff, all the Snyder stuff to come together. And another person's over here and going, no, I think Green Lanterns should be the center of the DC universe. And then that should be and then you have now The Rock now coming out here and saying the Black Adam movie verse. So don't forget that part of what everybody seems to, enjoy about the Marvel movies is that they started as a very small studio. They could only make 1 movie at a time, and then 2 movies at a time, and then 3 movies at a time. And now we'll see if they get away from them.
3 movies and 4 shows.
Yeah, right. But it's all still like pretty like keeping a tight lid on it because it was a small studio. With Warner Brothers, a lot of moving pieces. But I say at the same time, that's why you get wonderful things like Joker or Lego Batman. Sure. I mean, like these things that probably wouldn't happen if you had more of a Marvel regime, over there. There's another movie. There's a Warner Brothers the Batman. You wouldn't get the Batman because it would be just all this stuff about how does it connect in with everything else, instead of like
Sandman at Netflix.
Yeah, why don't you just let what's his face make a Batman movie and see how it turns out? And I thought it turned out pretty great. So, pluses and minuses.
And then you have the Arrowverse, which was its own separate universe, which people had its ups and downs over the years. But they just announced the end of the Flash show last season. It'll be season 9, 13 episodes, but that definitely was historic. All right, moving on. DC superhero pets, which I want to see push Nope out of the top spot for the box office this weekend. I did see Nope. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Midsummer Scream, real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Megan got to meet Greg Nicotero.
Cool.
My friend Leanna Vamp was the moderator of his panel. Leanna Vamp and her husband Cameron are awesome. They do Best Fiends Forever, and they co-sponsored the whole Midsummer Scream. They had this giant, like, not just one booth, but multiple tables, and they do like characters. That's like a werewolf character. It's like a kid's show. They're just totally killing with their media. But she did the panel, And Greg Nicotero afterwards said it was like the best questions he's ever gotten from a moderator. So that was awesome. Now, my wife, Megan, and I filmed it, and we got to take a picture and talk to Greg afterwards and hang out with Leanna for a second. And Megan was like, yeah, this is the guy from The Walking Dead. He's the current director and producer of Walking Dead, started off as makeup supervisor, VFX. But when we went out to dinner that night, I pulled up his IMDb. And like, he's much more than this. He has like over 200 credits. He started on George Romero.
Yeah, Day of the Dead.
And he's worked with
He's
Spielberg.
in Day of the Dead.
There you go. He's worked with Spielberg. He's worked with Tarantino, The Chronicles of Narnia. He did the Suicide Squad. Did the first Hulk.
Yeah, dude's been working.
He did a bunch of the Spy Kids movies. Like, he's all over the place and done amazing, amazing things. So any comments on Greg Nicotero?
He's amazing. He's the heir apparent in the horror effects community.
Yeah, he was awesome. Really nice guy too. One thing he said, 2 quick tidbits. He said he started off with The Walking Dead saying no to a lot of stuff because people are like, oh, what if the zombie has this and the eye is doing, he's like, that's been done in so-and-so movie. That's been done here. So at first he had a mandate in the first couple of seasons that was like all new gags, all new stuff. But then he was like, look, I'm like 60 years old and I'm like talking about movies from like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, nobody's seen.
so a lot of these people aren't gonna. So he's at one point stopped his no repeat gag mandate. So I thought that was funny. Second thing is, I know you don't watch the show anymore, but you were aware of the community called Alexandria, right? From the book.
I think so.
So they built that community, but there's 4 people who live there for real. So it's a community of like stage houses and stuff for the show, but they made a deal for 4 actual Georgia residents to live in this community. But they had to deal with like zombie attacks and people filming at 1 a.m. and explosions and stuff. And there's the giant wall and all this like unkept lawn and fake farmland or whatever. So they're destroying the Alexandria sets this week. They're taking the wall down. So he was saying it's kind of funny because those people are still going to live there.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be like a tourist
attraction
thing. And these people no longer have this like fake zombie wall to like keep them out.
Keep everybody out. Just build it back up again.
I'm just hoping to have a really good deal on either their rent or their mortgage there because that was a funny story. But anyway, Greg Nicotero, really awesome. Midsummer Scream, really awesome overall. The Kyoto brothers, we got to chat with them.
Oh,
take
cool.
A picture with them. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Critters, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Team America World Police, great bunch of cool stuff. I helped them out years ago on a museum piece that they did for Elvira's Horror Museum. And I don't know if they remembered me or not, but they were really gracious. And I'm going to try to get Megan to watch Killer Clowns in Outer Space.
Oh, it's such a fun movie. Like it.
Bloodsucker Jones. So my buddy Justin Armeo had a booth there for Bloodsucker Jones 1 and 2. Movies I have to get Ryan to watch. They're great, campy vampire hunting movies. And his new movie is this. It's called Xanadu Hellfire. Me and Megan helped out as executive producers. Look at that cool poster, Ryan. Look at it. And it's about a girl who brings her favorite comic book superhero into the real world. And, of course, her villains fall. So we were promoting that at the HorrorCon. We're also promoting another horror film that we produced. This is a smaller thing. I have a big poster. I could bring in sort. It's called Half Dead Fred, starring Corin Nemec. That's premiering in Flint, Michigan next week. Later this month. So, yeah, it was cool to go to different outlets and kind of promote some of the stuff we've been producing. So, that was fun. And a big part of Midsummer Scream Ryan are these mazes. So, they have a whole haunt area. And so, since we were there as press, we got to go in and stuff. So you were asking about, were we able to get in? Did you hear from people that was already
I heard it was a long line to get in.
Nuts.
Yeah.
It was like a Comic-Con line.
Yeah.
Like around the block. So thankfully we walked in and said we were pressed and we passed everything.
Oh, nice. Must be nice.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, it was like some people were waiting hours to get in. So that was wow. I think it's
that sucks, but that also is cool that we got a big convention here in Long Beach.
Everyone seemed to do well. That's why I was saying.
Or maybe they need to change the way that they get people in there. I don't know.
I think so. 100%. So yeah, that's my little update. I got more to say on that, but I could do a whole show just on how cool Midsummer Scream was. Saw the first 3 episodes of the Harley Quinn show. Are you caught up on that?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. but Harley Quinn is starting to annoy me a lot now.
Oh no.
I think because part of it is that she had that struggle of dealing with Mr. J and then pining after Ivy, but Ivy was with Kite Man. Ivy wasn't embracing her love for Harley yet, but now we're in a place where Harley kind of has what she wants. She's just really annoying, and I'm like, wow, the lead character is my least favorite character in the show. But James Gunn is in the show as James Gunn.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Billy Bob Thornton is in the show as Billy Bob Thornton. They're making a Thomas Wayne biopic, which really upsets Batman.
Okay.
And Nightwing's in the season now, and there's just a lot of cool villain cameos. So if you're a big DC Universe fan like me, I totally suggest watching it. It's great. Watch the first episode of Paper Girls. We're definitely going to watch episode 2. And if you want to read the source material, you still have a big old.
Yeah, I had a couple of people asking, like, do you still have some? I'm like, yeah, I still have some, guys. I am running out of hardcovers. I only have a few of those left, but we have still plenty of copies of the big one. And yeah, that's the one.
Have people been coming in because of the show?
A little bit. I think now that the show's what I was trying to do is actually get my timing right for having a bunch when people are watching the show. So,
good job.
Hopefully, if Amazon actually or not,
Amazon.
Hopefully, if Amazon gets that show in front of eyeballs and they like it, yes, come check out I say the same thing. I said the same thing about Thor. If you love the show, read the source material. If you hate the show, it's probably because it's a lot different than the comic book. The comic book is great. Yeah. I'm about halfway through it, and I think it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. Very cool. Girls on bikes, 80s. I think more Back to the Future for me in the comic rather than like Stranger Things, which is what a lot of people like to say. But really great characters, and I am also excited to eventually see if they. Anyway, half off. Yeah. Big deep discounts on Paper Girls graphic novels.
Stephen Howard said earlier, Aquaman 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's the best title, of course. Good job, Stephen. Cody says, if David Zaslav, the head of Warner Brothers Discovery now, doesn't renew Westworld, I'll riot. That was on my list. Cody, Westworld Season 4 is fire. It is so good. It's firing on all cylinders. Every episode's like a Hitchcockian Twilight Zone.
Do you know if Ed Brubaker still has anything to do with that show?
Not sure.
He was involved in the first season.
Not sure. But it's really, really good. And then Stephen Howard says Paper Girls is great so far. My sister loves it. She's 5 episodes in. Megan and I were mixed on the first episode a little bit, but it's intriguing enough that of course we want to support comic book material, and we're definitely going to watch episode 2 and beyond. Hopefully, Brad Pitt is producing the show, and don't tell Wendy. So is Christopher Cantwell.
Oh no, Paper Girls is.
He's the main developer producer.
Weird. Okay.
He's a TV guy.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
So anyway,
don't tell Wendy.
Our beloved Wendy's got issues with Cantwell because of Iron Man. Saw Nope, Ryan. Saw Nope. Jared, you're wrong. Nope was really good.
Jared doesn't watch the show, but yeah. Well, I've had some people be a little divisive on it. My wife is kind of lukewarm on it. I like a lot of things. I had a crying baby in my movie theater, so I would say that probably subtracted 15%, of my attention away. But a lot of things I don't know if I love it until after I've thought about it for a bit, after I've chewed on it. And I think it's my favorite Jordan Peele movie just by simple fact.
Mine too.
I can't say the very simple reason why it would be one of Ryan's favorite movies because it's kind of a twist. But you came in, you said very Spielbergian, and I've been saying that as well, especially the whole second half of the movie feels very Spielberg. And it's great. And if you didn't like it, then that's fine. I got mine.
Well, Jared said it was really slow. I thought they took their time to build it. We actually moved where we sat. We went and saw an XD, so we had the premium picture and sound. But a speaker was kind of buzzing behind us.
Sucks.
And there was a whole group of just teenage kids just out the movies, just on their phones talking. So we moved lower in the theater where we couldn't hear them nor that buzzing speaker. And just seeing a good movie like that in the cinema, it's just one of my favorite things to do. It just was so transportive. Some weird stuff happens. We're like, how does this connect? What's going on? Performances are great. I think the trailers gave away too much. Like there's one shot in the second trailer. It's like, why are you giving away such great
everything
stuff?
everything after that first trailer was too much.
But there's enough there that there's still things that surprise, and you're like, oh, okay, this is different than what I was expecting. That it's enjoyable. But yeah, definitely a love letter to Close Encounters, to Jaws, to Spielberg, to kind of that vibe. And just all the actors were totally bringing their A game, and loved it. The cinematography was great. I love that it was all like Santa Clarita stuff. There's some cool Easter eggs in there, and I just really enjoyed the vibe and the feel of it.
Join our team. It's me and Phil and Vic for the customers of Pulp Fiction that loved it. So
join Nope. My only thing now is like, I just wish he could just bust out a movie every year. Jordan Peele is just so good.
Well, he produces a lot of stuff too, right? So
that's true. Saw the Gray Man. Is Gray Man? Yeah. It's good. And they're doing a whole Gray Man universe. They have a sequel and spinoff announced.
Why not?
Russo brothers from the Marvel Training Grounds, right? But Ryan Gosling is just great. Ana de Armas is gorgeous. Fight scenes with Chris Evans are really good. So it's fun. I definitely recommend watching it. It's weird. Have you ever had this before, Ryan? Like, have you ever had a certain movie on your streaming where it looks digitized, but then you go to switch to another movie and it looks fine? Like, it wasn't our internet connection. Everything on Netflix.
What do you mean look digitized?
So it just looked like it was like a video from like 2005 YouTube.
Huh.
Like there was a lot of noise. Pixelization.
I usually just say that that's probably your internet connection, or
you would think, but then we'd switch to another movie on Netflix and it was fine.
I don't know.
I think maybe it was just
a lot of people watching that movie.
That movie in particular. Yeah. So we had to stop and start it a couple times. Ryan, Yellow Jackets. We're on episode 3. Bam. It is so good.
Yeah, it's banger.
Ryan did not lead me astray like some of his other weird, crazy recommendations he gives us. Watch it on Showtime. I'll cut to Ryan and say something else.
Oh, about Yellow Jackets?
Yeah.
Yellow Jackets is awesome. It's I would say that's another kind of, if you're into Paper Girls, I would give that a shot, just because again, it's that kind of like teenage girls and really how they interact with each other and stuff, except it's way dark. It's super dark. Just watch the first episode, because that first episode, I think it gives you everything you need to know if you're going to be into it or not. Because it's an unfolding mystery that unfolds both. It's doing the Lost thing where there's going to be things that are being revealed in the present where these girls are adults, and then also in the past. If you didn't know, it's a show about a plane full of a varsity high school girls soccer team crashes. I don't know where.
Somewhere in the Sierras or something.
Yeah. And it turns into a survival. But there's more going on. So I do
Lord of the Flies type thing.
Yeah, definitely Lord of the Flies. And again, jumping back and forth between the girls that quote survived, leaving us questions about who survived, who didn't survive, what happened, who did what to who, and what the hell happened out there. And great performances. Juliette Lewis is just incredible.
Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci is so much fun. It's a great cast. I adore it. I can't wait for it to come back.
Yeah, the main gal, if she is the main gal, Shauna, she was from
she's been in tons of stuff.
Men.
Yeah.
And she's normally like 2.5 Men. She played like crazy stalker, and then she normally plays the mom, but like, so it's kind of cool to see her in this role. It's very different for her.
She was in Heavenly Creatures way back.
Oh, that's right.
And then she's played in some really kind of edgy. She was in I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore, I think is what it was called, starring with Elijah Wood. That was really good. And that guy's doing the new Toxic Avenger movies. Anyway, okay.
She's good.
Wrap it up.
Yellow Jackets. Westworld, Blackbird are killing it this weekend, Ryan. Sandman season 1 drops. You got any Sandman books to promote?
I'm trying to keep the graphic novels in stock. I should probably go in there and take a peek at it. There's a lot of different formats right now, so that's kind of tricky, is deciding what to have here that people are going to want. I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Be pretty good.
Yeah.
And then also on the movie front this weekend, we have Prey coming out.
Yeah, I'm
on
trying
Hulu.
to
Ryan and I are
talk my
excited about
wife and her
that.
parents into a stay-at-home movie night on Friday for that.
Nice. Predator Part
6,
4?
5? Depends on what do you
Depends
count
if you count
AVPs?
Alien vs. AVP, right? And then Bullet Train
Oh, that
with
looks like
Brad
fun.
Pitt. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, that looks
The
like
new
fun.
A24 movie coming
Yeah.
out. The first major comedy release, I feel, someone correct me if I'm wrong, like it feels like it's been years since there's been a big comedy coming out. Easter Sunday with Joe Coy, that comedian that Annie likes. But the comedy's dead, isn't it, Ryan? Like, it just, can you think of any, like, besides Thor 4? Like, the comedies they come out on Netflix.
Yeah, I think they just drop them on streaming, right?
I'm
sure
comes out in the theater.
I mean, those and horror movies are supposed to be the things you can make cheap and then make money. So I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe they just movie theaters. There seems like the policy is like just put the big stuff in the movie theaters, and everything else just ends up on these streaming platforms.
Also, there's Rise of the TMNT. It's a new animated Ninja Turtles movie.
I didn't know about
on
that.
Netflix.
Okay.
And then They Them.
They slash
them. Kevin Bacon horror movie on Peacock about is it like a re-education?
I think it's like one of those
camp?
gay re-education camps. I think the title is so clever. That's one of they slash them. It's a complete sentence. They're being slashed by them. And then you got they. You're just now getting this? It's they slash them. It's a slasher movie.
There we go. Very clever. Very clever indeed. So a lot of stuff actually coming out this week.
Yeah. I don't have time to see any of it.
I know, right? And that's on Peacock, so it's streaming. I do have a couple questions today.
All right.
We don't have a huge audience today, so we'll see if it's just me and you answering. But who cares, right? We're having fun, and we're almost done, and we get to go home and see our wives and eat. All right, Ryan. First question. It's kind of a long one, crap, but we'll power through it. It was last week's question. What's in the box question? Question of the week. Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel costume features different elements from various parts of her life.
Mm-hmm.
You never finished Miss Marvel, did you? Right?
No, I only watched the first episode.
Who would contribute to your superhero costume, and what would they provide?
Oh, like have a Ryan friends and family costume. Stuff?
Yeah. So here we go. It's a multi-choice question. You're going to hate me over this, but whatever. 1, what superhero would be your inspiration? For example, Kamala Khan's inspiration
Ghost Rider
is Captain Marvel. So yours is
Ghost Rider.
Got it. What's your best friend's contribution? For example, Kamala Khan, her best friend Bruno, did her mask.
Whatever my footwear is, because I am not a biker leather guy, so I'll have to be more of like a hip hop kind of like Kawasaki motorcycle guy. So my best friend, who's a big sneakerhead and loves Japanese cars and all that kind of stuff, he would do my sneakers, my Ghost Rider sneakers.
What would your ancestral weapon be? For example, for Kamala Khan, it's her bangle.
Well, I am a white man. We'll say,
where do you hail?
I don't know. Everything. How about like I'm not actually Norse at all. I think I'm Irish. What do I? A shillelagh.
A shillelagh. I like it.
I got a flaming shillelagh. Okay.
Name of the bar.
That's what it is. I got tricked out Jordans, okay, on my flaming motorcycle with my shillelagh. That's where we got so far.
Cultural or family design. Final costume made by her mom. Yeah. So it's another.
Oh, yeah, just green, I guess.
Green,
okay. green leprechaun outfit.
A contribution from your training mentor. So a vest and scarf for the Red Dagger. So who trained you, and what would they give
you? Michael trained me, the former owner of Pulp Fiction, and I have a stained polo shirt. That's what I had. It's my stained polo shirt.
And then your own personal touch. For example, Kamala Khan did the sneakers.
Okay, so I put Godzilla stickers all over my bike.
Love it.
Okay,
perfect. All right, I'll try to do mine real quick. What superhero would be my inspiration? It's just so easy to say Superman, right? So can I think of another one? Who else do I like, Ryan? I don't get many books here.
You don't get many books
I
here.
don't get many books. So what's one of the few books I get? That's not Superman.
That's not Superman. Well, you got Shazam. You got Tim Drake. You got trying to think of other characters that you like. You got over in Marvel Land. You got all of the characters, Derek. How did you not? This is your question. You're supposed to be ready
I
for
don't come prepared for school. I improv it. Let's see. I like Mecha Godzilla.
All right.
So Mecha Godzilla is going to be my base design.
All right.
My best friend's contribution. My best friend is a big time weightlifter, Danny. So he's going to give me my my pre-workout to get my guns
nice
and big. My ancestral weapon. Well, it's got to be.
Well, Shillelagh's already taken.
A Viking axe.
Yeah, big Viking axe.
So I'm a Mecha Godzilla with pumped up arms and a Viking axe. This is going good so far. Cultural or family design. It seems like a repetitive question here. I feel like I would have my family crest is like a lion.
There you go.
Welsh lion. So I have a lion symbol on my Mecha Godzilla front.
All right.
Contribution from my training mentor. Who's my mentor? Let's see. It's just got to be a film camera.
There you go.
I'm filming stuff. So one of my multiple film mentors.
Mecha Godzilla kills you and films you
while it's happening. I love the DP, by the way, in the DP character.
Oh yeah, and
his voice.
Well, the actor's amazing. Yeah,
he was
all over the place when I was a kid.
He was great. And then your personal touch, like Kamala's sneakers. My personal touch would be a. I really want a cheeseburger right now, so I just be walking around.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, it's like Kill Bill. All right, there you go. That was a train wreck. All right, better question. Because we didn't have a question last week. DC League of Superhero Pets features dogs of Superman and Batman along with other animals. This is a fun question, actually. This is good. What other comic book character could be from Marvel or from indie comics should have their own pet sidekick, Ryan? And what type of pet would it be?
Geiger has a two-headed dog.
Oh, that's so cool. That's right.
Hellboy never had a pet, except in the movies they gave him cats. That was purely for the films. What kind of animal? I don't know if it's cats. Hellboy would have a parrot.
A parrot.
Wendy would like it.
That's interesting because that was Megan's answer.
There
it wasn't Hellboy.
Maybe not a parrot. Maybe like a raven. I guess that would be more on brand.
Yeah.
Maybe more on brand.
Megan said Homelander from The Boys,
and
she's I don't know if she said which animal, which bird repeats parrots.
Yeah,
because she said Homelander wants to hear what he reinforcement.
Right.
So if he had a talking bird who just
be like, everybody loves you.
Yes, exactly. And then I thought Wolverine would have a little porcupine.
Okay, yeah,
because he's very prickly.
Yeah.
That's it, kids. If you have any answers yourselves, leave them in the group. Join the Facebook group, which is Pulp Fiction Comics Long Beach Group, to post your pictures, your memes, your collections, your comic hauls. Our buddy Ruben is doing a little video of his key issues he's getting every week. Bob Kurthy is posting a little great. Of course, Stephen Howarth is always great doing his reviews, as is Wendy. So yeah, we like to see that. We like to see what you're reading and collecting. So post that in the group. Don't forget Godzilla Day. And if you need any videos, pictures, drone, etc., you can always hit up me or Megan, Derek Easley Entertainment. Back to Ryan. Ryan, any last thoughts as we close this show out?
Godzilla Day is coming. Don't forget. We want to keep seeing stuff like this in these events. You got to show up. And tell me what you want more, I guess, from these kinds of events too. Or maybe don't tell me. Maybe I don't want to know. I don't know. But no, don't.
I want your feedback. No, second
Maybe
thought.
maybe I don't. Uh, please pick up your comic books. Those of you we haven't seen you since San Diego, I hope you're okay. And pick up your books and don't forget to read them.
Awesome. Great show, Ryan. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. And you guys tune in to all the Pulp Fiction social medias. We're going to end this stream on the restream in